Hellos and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with more Pillars of Eternity. Where we last left off, we were speaking to Iovara, a spirit trapped in the Soul Adra prison here. She told us about her belief that the gods no longer exist and that in fact the Engwithians created them all to fill the gap of people's faith and sent missionaries out into the world to spread those various faiths.
Sure.
Which could well be true.
Steady does it.
We are going to Sun and Shadow to seek the answer. An answer that we probably asked Theos before. And something happened in that moment.
So, it's true. The gods are a sham that people have followed for thousands of years.
Quite possibly. It's quite possible the gods have been a sham. But when we went to ask Theos in our original lifetime, or one of our original lifetimes in the past, something happened that made us the way we are right now. We have entered Sun and Shadow. What is that? And why can we see it? And the music's different, most definitely. It sounds like the introduction to an act music. Oh, and Ada and Alof want to speak to us.
Doesn't that just beat all? Here I was, wondering all this time whether all these terrible things were people's fault or the gods. Turns out they might be the same thing. Wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago if the Raid Sarens had been told their god was made in some forge or kiln someplace. Would we still have gone to war?
It was their god who made them believe they were right. I doubt they may have fought if they knew he was fallible.
I could see the rebellion still happening, but I don't know that they would have invaded.
Ada looks to the ground, drumming his fingers against his side restlessly. When he speaks again, it seems half to himself.
I don't know. When Woden left for war, we, had a fight. As brothers will.
What about?
About him going off to war. He was set on it. My parents warned him. They said you get a new country with every trip across the border, but your god, you only get the one. Me? I didn't know who was right. All I knew was I didn't want him to go. It's the same for families as it is for gods. You only get the one. I said every vicious thing I could think of, trying to change his mind. He brushed it off. Just got me madder, of course, him being so calm. He said I should come with him, but he'd understand if I didn't want to. I told him he'd better be able to face his god one day and answer for what he'd done. He said he'd keep that in mind. And then, he was gone. By the time I'd cooled off, months had passed. One morning it dawns on me that my brother always knew better than me. If he was so sure of what he was doing, then I should be there with him. I packed my things and was on the road that same morning. Of course, what I didn't know then was he'd already changed his mind. By that time, he was dead on that field.
Do you think you went to Wydron because of what you'd said to him?
Crossed my mind. You live in a place like Gilded Vale. You don't have a whole lot else to do other than think about things you don't want to think about. I hope that wasn't it. I hope he went there because it's what he thought was right. But it seems I'm not meant to know.
So if you'd left with him, you'd have known why he changed his mind.
If I'd have left with him, we'd both be dead, so I don't know why I bother thinking about it. He asked me to trust him the day he left. Said if I went with him, he'd make sure we were on the right path. And he deserved that. He deserved that trust from me. Raid Saris is a long way to walk on your own. I think I'd have liked to have been there with him on that journey. Even knowing how it ended. Still one more mess we gotta straighten out. Come on then. I still owe you one.
Sure thing. Alof, let's help you out, shall we?
We've been lied to. Our whole lives, and many lives before that. And it's led us to put our faith in a pantheon of gods that never deserved it in the first place.
People sometimes do need something to believe in. The gods, whoever they came to be, have served that purpose.
I'm surprised to hear you say this. It seems that much harm comes from imposing authority where perhaps none is needed. We've seen the atrocities that members of the Leaden Key have committed without even understanding why or for whom they act.
True.
For once, the half-souled elf is right. To live in ignorance is to allow the gods to have their way with us.
I've also been thinking. There won't be much left of Theos by the time you're done with him, if I know how you operate. That will leave the Leaden Key headless. Perhaps it's best it stays that way.
Do what you think is right, Alof.
Then let's face Theos. When this is all over, I'll make sure that no one is able to commit his abuses again.
Alof's thinking of maybe becoming the ruler of the Leaden Key.
Ogren's fire casts light in dark places.
Sorry about that, had a cough again. Hello, that's another petrified body. Let's take our
I
time.
can't see much, but I hear a noise like a pig choking on wet feed. So, I guess Durance is breathing at least.
A ring of searing flame. Grants combusting wounds. Has a range of 6 meters. Causes enemy runes in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over each time they are wounded. Ha!
I'll see what I can find.
It's definitely a dark place. Hello, what's this in the distance here? Discovered the Walk of Souls. Well, we are prepared.
Full of surprises, aren't you?
Look at the size of this place.
Many spirits stir here, edged with anger, violence.
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. I missed most of it.
Seems we've lit some of the places, but the area we saw there, with the large stairway, was hidden once again from us.
Slow and silent.
Don't think it was this way, so that means, oh, maybe it was. This bridge has collapsed. I can hear the whispers once again. What is this? Boots of speed. +3 movement speed. Well, characters already have something like that. Got endurance, you can have them then.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Right.
Oh, the Guardian's Dome.
Quiet.
Definitely an interesting place. I like the music as well. Looks like it was a drake here, with a collar around its neck.
Huh?
Chalky bits of bone break away beneath your fingers. A shadow drake. Oh, holy hell. Itumak. Try to knock these people down for me.
Thing is enjoying the job.
Everyone focus apart from Balmung.
Yeah.
That's not very helpful.
Ow! Defeated one, and it looks like there will be another one in the future.
Sure. Yeah.
We took some damage to our health, but we didn't really use any abilities there that we could have,
What?
that were considered a waste.
I'll take a look.
Minor braces of deflection. Well, Duran's can, if there's any traps, he can defuse them. Whale! The hell are you doing here? In the shadows of the cavern suddenly lengthen and swallow you. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find yourself in the midst of what must be another vision. You are surrounded by mists. The ground feels springy under your feet. You imagine that, as soon as you take a step, the soil beneath you will erase all traces of your passage. As if on cue, the mist before you clear just enough for you to take a couple of steps forward. You do, and the fog closes in behind you. You continue on for several minutes in this manner, one step at a time, never seeing more than the ground right in front of you. Eventually, rays of light cut through the haze, and you find yourself facing a canyon wall. Ada's head twists suddenly, as though something had flown right in front of his face. What's that? Something whizzes past you. Just as you turn, you catch another whir of movement. Out of the mist flits a shape small and round. You think you see another, and another. They tickle the corners of your vision. You turn back to the canyon wall. The sun shifts along its path, and what looks like a smooth rock face is the hollow of a cave. A figure steps out, its features shifting and changing before your very eyes. The figure transforms from male to female, from Orlon to Ormona, its bones lengthen and its fur receding back into its flesh. The only detail that remains constant is the smooth, eyeless face. The whizzing, rushing shapes from the mist converge on the figure, and as they form a spinning cloud, you realize that they are eyes.
You understand the value of a mystery watcher, a buried scroll, a hidden truth. These are my ways. You unravel a thread, Watcher, one you have lost and discovered over generations, and following it to its end has only brought you back to the beginning.
Have I been here before? Whale giggles, a strangely modulated sound that rises and falls as the god shifts from one form to the next. Your search for answers to your past has led you to another mystery, and one grander still. I am here to stop Boudica from tipping the balance of powers. Which means you must scatter the very thing she seeks.
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. The answer to Boudica's question and the beginning of yours. What would you do with them?
Baraf wants me returned to the cycle.
To live out countless lives, each old existence lost to the new. The point is never the end with that last shuddering breath, but all the years that lead up to it. Even the gods require fresh mysteries.
The clouds break away, and a torrent of rain washes Whale's features clean. His blank face molds itself again, taking on the shape of something you've never seen before. Do not consign the souls to the fate of some god's choosing. You have found them, now scatter them across existence, their destination known to neither god nor mortal. Let them be lost again. New answers to new riddles. But what end would that serve?
No end, Watcher. That is the purpose.
But what would happen to the souls?
None know. They could end up anywhere in the realms of gods or mortals, whole or divided. Discovering them again and charting their course through the ether will be a new mystery.
Interesting. Farewell, Whale.
That is a word for endings, and this is but a crossroads. Even I do not know what you would choose.
The God of Mysteries. We've already promised to Baraf there would probably be a steep punishment for choosing something different.
keeping an eye out.
A lone segment of the bridge rises over the ruins of an ancient city. It looks stable enough, but a wide gap leaves little room for error. Maybe not. I don't trust Durance.
Cast light in dark places.
I've had to save his life so many times. This place is plagued by shadow. And there's a doorway here. And lots of shades.
Got it.
Oh, great.
How may I help?
And the Drake's here. Of course it is. Durance, where are you? Oh hell, you've got actually the Drake on you.
No good.
That's not good at all. Itubak. Takedown, please. Okay, that failed.
Hey.
Seem we're failing to knock it down. There you go.
Can't get a good shot with this.
That's not very helpful. Hi. That's
Use your arcane assault, please. Land a solid blow, please. There we go.
Yeah.
We need to rest up. Seems we found a doorway. I'm guessing this is the way to go further forwards, but not quite what I'm looking for. Let's continue exploring around here first.
I'll take a look.
Let's quick save. We're going to need to rest up shortly, so we might as well have Aelof start throwing magic everywhere. Everyone focus.
Keeping quiet.
extremely decent healing item.
Light, flame, and sound.
Exceptional Brigandine. And an exceptional one-handed sword.
What?
This will have you going out in front and exploring a little for our students. Ah, this is a dead end.
Huh?
Let's quick save and use our camp. Use some camping supplies to rest up fully. Have a sip of tea. You feel a presence hovering nearby. When you turn, you see the grieving mother observing you. Concern crinkles the corner of her eyes and seeps into your mind. You wear a call of your own, Watcher. I see you shrouded by old lies and unanswered questions. Can you see any details of my past lives? She closes her eyes and you feel her energy directed inwards at you. She searches your mind, your memories, and parts of you that feel numb and still. She is as gentle as a mother with a newborn. I am sorry. Whatever secrets your soul hides are not present in your mind. Yes, I felt them more and more of late. This is why we journey together, that one may draw strength from many, and that much may be mended by the purpose of one. Your obscure past, does it trouble you? Yes, I don't know what's in there, and that is troubling me. Take care, Watcher. Do not let the unknown chapter of your soul thwart your present endeavours. You must fortify your mind and find clarity in your purpose. She retreats from you, fading into the background. If you did not already know she was here, you suspect you wouldn't notice her at all. You know what? I think I may end this video here. We've only been going for less than half an hour now. But it is going to be a lot of discussion ahead. Because I don't know, but this may be a sort of final doorway. And if it is, I want to leave that confrontation with Theos as a video standing alone. So yeah, I'll end this here. This has been AnthWolf with Pillars of Eternity, and we've been exploring Sun and Shadow at long last. I'll see you all in the next video when we may get our conclusion. Until then, bye bye now.